Pranakasha live stream.
Hey folks, this is Matt from Pranakasha Productions, and we're here today with Emmanuel of Gabanja International Volunteer Program and all the kids. And I see that we got some fancy shirts today. Now who's the lady on the shirt right there? Is that Marilyn Monroe? Who is that?
Yeah, she's the one.
Wow, very nice. Somebody's waving in the background. Hello there. Wow.
Say hi.
Hi. So the kids are a little bit tired because we goofed up and
Sure.
we're off by an hour. So they thought we were going to start an hour ago because of daylight savings time. So they're all raring to go, ready to be on TV. So.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Firstly, let me say hi to viewers across the world, and I'm happy again to be back here. So, pleasant good evening from Liberia. Thank you so much for having me again on your platform as we're about to discuss national growth and concerned about the Gabanja International Volunteer Program. Welcome, Mr. Matt. Firstly, before we start the program, let me just go through what we have here on our agenda that we're going to be discussing. Well, today I will be elaborating on the following points, which is listed below. The case Christmas party, which the institution always have annually for the kids to keep them off the streets and make them to perform other biblical dramas and performed a lot of biblical songs within the Bible. And my last talking point will be circling the stars of this institution and to continuously raising my tone about the kids' meals program, and also be showing a lot about the grand return that we're anticipating of doing, so that at least from January to December, we can have a fixed budget that we can be able to work in. That is what I'm going to be talking about today.
Great.
Sure.
So let's talk about point number one. So
Okay.
that point number one is about the Christmas program and the play.
Yes. What we normally do back here, whenever we are in the era of Christmas, right? Because we are Christian back here, we celebrate Christmas. So every Christmas, we provide meals for the kids, you know, those finger food, cheese, popcorns, cake, buy the ice cream, and then take a lot of video documentaries, photographed, make them feel happy so that they can remember that day, you understand? And at the same time, they perform their biblical dramas. So we are obligated to that. Every year, December 25th, we organize their Christmas program. And we are anticipating in the near years, when Gabanja have gained her momentum, we are strong financially, then we can be able to start observing the beginning, the fundamental stage of Christmas, which is every 15 within the Western world, like America, Canada, Australia, Europe. Now we find people celebrating Christmas, right? People are getting prepared. This is the preparation stage. So, and we only celebrate just one time, which is on Christmas Day, the 25th of December. Yes.
Yeah.
So we take that day very paramount. Sure. We take that day very paramount. So right now, we are here teaching the kids their biblical song that we wanted to perform, their drama, make them feel lovely, give them some food, you understand? And have them dress up in their clothes, play music for them, dance, just to amuse them, that's all. So that we can be able to have them honor our jurisdiction instead of them going on the street. So with that program, it helped the kids a lot.
Right.
And we do believe that every kids have the legitimate right to have access to Christmas Day, because it was the day that Jesus Christ was birthed. So these kids need to celebrate that day in commemoration of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So we don't take that day so easily back here. Sure.
That's great. So like
Sure.
the Christmas program that you're putting together, is there a local church that you guys collaborate with, or how does that work?
Well, back here, every churches here have program for their kids. Once the kids are attending that church, they got something called the kids ministry within the church.
Right.
So the kids ministry have their leaders, and the leader is the one who discusses that and see how best they can plan with the church, and then have some funds solicited and have a program for the kids. But for
Right.
us, we are institution, right? We are
Right.
institutionalized. So everything we do here, those kids that honor our jurisdiction, those 1,500 kids, these
Right.
kids depend on us. So we don't conglomerate with any institution except where the institution is open to accept us.
Mm-hmm.
But here, institutions don't collaborate with a non-profit NGO to have a kids Christmas party. It don't work here that way. So what we do, we got a place, the Capital Bypass called Curie Street and Capital Bypass behind the Sabata Printing Press is the venue we normally use whenever we are celebrating their programs. Under the mango trees, that place is spacious enough. Sure.
Mango trees.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, under the mango tree. There are also trees there. So assemble under the mango trees and then provide all of their incentives. And then have the
Great.
music in the background, see them dancing. And those young kids, what we usually do, we rent a television. We rent television and you will see under there. So that we just install it somewhere, have them watching movies, those biblical movies. The crucifixion of Jesus Christ. They are watching it. And at the same time, the other ones are there performing their duties, like their biblical dramas, having their meals, having some fun, and then you find Miss Ali on the side, motivating them, just making them laugh, just to amuse them. That's good.
Right.
Sure.
That's neat.
Sure. So now everything that we're going to do is just the you and I. Sure. But we don't conglomerate with institutions like church, church. The church take the initiative of carrying on program for the kids within their church. So they call it the kids ministry or children ministry for short.
Right. Yeah. In the US, they usually call that like the youth group, the youth ministry. I mean, every church does it different, but that's sort of usually how they do it. Yeah.
Sure. So, and what we're anticipating of doing, you will enjoy the program, Mike, to be honest with you. The way you see Jesus or towing the cross, that's how we're going to do. So we're going to make up the kids. There will be a makeup that you're going to see. So all of these things that we're about to do is just to have it pre-financed. And when it is pre-financed, it is Mr. Leo who going to take the initiative of that because he's into theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's into theater. So he's going to do the makeup. And then you're going to see it. It's going to be so much interesting. We're going to raise a crowd. You're going to see the momentum.
That's interesting because
25th of December.
Over here for Christmas, like for showing Jesus on the cross and all that part, they usually do on Easter here. And then Christmas, they just focus on Jesus being born. That's interesting.
That's how you do back there, right?
Yeah, that's how we do it here. But over there, you guys do the whole story, it sounds like.
Sure. Yeah, we hold cross, and then the kids move ahead, and you see Mary crying. She crying. And we are not going to use any other person, but everything going to be done with the kids. They're going to take the initiative. So
that's fun.
The time that they need to use for their rehearsal. Sure.
Right.
So they are undergoing their rehearsal right now. It's so interesting.
Yeah. Cool. Sure. All right. So then what was point number 2? I already forgot what point number 2 was going to be.
Plan number 2 is going to be somehow rough today because that is one of our key focus right now, which is going to be surrounding the staffs of this institution. Reason I'm focusing on the staff, right? Because without the staff, the kids will not be able to assemble here. And then if even they have the opportunity to assemble here, who's going to take care of them? Who's going to look at them, help them with their lesson after schools? Who's going to tutor them? Who's going to take that responsibility of their parents or guardians until they can go to their respective homes? Is the staff who going to do that, right?
Right.
Sure. So this is the reason we take the staff very much serious. Because I do believe that I'm the dreamer of this institution. Without me and that of Mr. Leah, with you, the three of us just do the work to see how best to see funds. We might get the funds, but we need people to implement. And who are those people we need? Is the staffers.
The staff.
So the staffs are paramount within every institution because they run the day-to-day activities.
And
if you see
right
the kids
now,
over there,
the staff right now is mostly the school teachers, right?
Yeah, the school teachers, those volunteers, school teachers or tutorial school teachers. We are not paying them. Teachers. Yes, right. which is the institution that take that initiative. See, we are not paying them, but a little token, you understand, just to compensate them. You know, every month that brings zealousness to them because they have sacrificed for so long. If you see, it is because they depend on us. You know, the kids get bowl bags, and now they are undergoing their feeding program, and which, of course, every one of us are excited. Every one of us are totally appreciative to you and our anonymous donors and viewers across the world who take their time to contribute to our GoFundMe and continuously doing. You understand? We are happy for that. But these staffs also need to be compensated because many of them are high school graduates.
Right.
You understand? They are high school graduates and they do not have the opportunity of enrolling in college. So all their focus is this institution because they do believe that once the institution flourish, once we start getting grant, their educational sojourn is going to be easier for them.
Right.
But right now, they got the mindset that we have already made them to believe that they are not taking pain. But at least if there is little token can be provided at the end of every month, you know, maybe like $30 or $40, $50, that can be so much appreciated. Because back here in our country, every schools, the preparators, according to the law of labor in Liberia, teachers take the salary of $250, $300, based on the categories of private school. Sure. And government schools pay instructors per their credentials, their educational credentials they have. Maybe like master degrees holder might take probably $500 United States dollars, 1,000. Some schools, depends the criteria of the school. Right. You understand? Yep. So that's how it is there. Sure.
Yeah.
So this staff needs our attention. They are very assistant for so long. This is the reason the last time you remember when Leo was telling you. But see the level of transformation within our institution right now.
Yep.
The kids are excited. The kids are more zealous. And even those kids that are not in school have been inspired by those kids who were giving book bags, having their meal regularly after school time for tutorial. They feed them 2 times in every week, Monday, Friday. So in 1 month, we feed them 8 times. You know, it brings a lot of excitement to them. And even their friends are also excited. They feel zealous of coming, you know. So this is why I'm emphasizing on the staffs, their compensation. And then I move. Before I conclude, let me move to the case meal program. You see, the case program is one good program to have them feed the lunch because the kids can be so hungry, you understand?
Right.
Many of them, their parents are not potent to provide meal for a day. So some of them eat at friend places. Some of them eat whenever their parents have funds to cook. Some of them eat when their parents or their neighbor cook and give their parents. Their parents eat and give them. It's so saddening to hear that. And I know that viewer will be touched by that to contribute immensely to our GoFundMe. So
All right.
I don't know. Sure. So before we proceed with our party statement, I think the kids can just do their song, right?
What's
Kids, are
that?
you all done? Yes. The song that they are practicing, you know.
Yeah, let's hear
Leo
the
once told
song.
me that we want to record it. Everybody come, everybody. Okay. So when I count or 5, you all can start the song, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's one person take the lead, right? Right.
And find a leader.
are born again. No, we are giving our lives to Jesus. We are born again. No, we are giving our lives to our Father. Can't you see us shining? Can't you see us progressing? Can't you see us shining? Can't you see us elevating? Can't you see us shining? Can't you see us progressing? Can't you see us shining? Can't you see us elevating?
Panakanana mantam afurata kupoe. Panakanana mantam afurata kupoe. Apunyon wikonyon nizo, yon wikonyon nizo ma. Apunyon wikonyon nizo, yon wikonyon nizo ma.
Born again, Lord, I'm giving my life to Jesus. I am born again, Lord, I'm giving my life to my Father. We are born again, Lord, we are giving our life to Jesus. We are born again, Lord, we are giving our life to our Father.
Can you see us shining? Can you see us progressing? Can you see us shining? Can you see us elevating? Can you see us shining? Can you see us progressing? Can you see us shining? Can you see us elevating?
That's great. That clap for yourself. Sure.
Nice.
Sure. Very nice. You know, that's the work of Mr. Joseph Pius Leo.
Okay.
Sure.
This is another song that Joseph composed. Great.
Yeah,
Very
nice. That is another song he composed. That is just the chorus, right? That is just the chorus, and then they are still working around them because they have not yet mastered it. And once they master it, I'm sure it might be asked to send the phone so that they can get at the recording studio and see how best to have it recorded, and then we can find a green screen so that we can just shoot, and then you do the editing back there of the videos. Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
That's great.
Okay. So how's the song is like? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sure. So that's the power, you know. It's creative. So it's the same thing I'm talking about, because everybody is rendering their assistant, you know, and we are so much excited. You see, this case, they need our help.
Yeah.
These kids have been abandoned within our Liberian society. These kids want to go to school. There are not many of them that got the scholarship. There are just few of them who was opportune to have the scholarship out of 1,500 kids, only 15 of
Right.
them got the scholarship. So
And
what's about these kids? What's about the remaining ones? Although every one of them who are only feeding 140 kids presently at the moment, the remaining number, we told them to wait. Once there is a lot of funds coming in, the what we anticipating of doing probably by next year. Once the grant writing be done in this month or next month, sure, I know things going to change. Things
yeah,
going to happen.
that's going to be a big thing if you get that grant happening.
Okay.
That's really going to help things out. Yeah.
Sure. Because I do believe that from in that grant, staff going to be compensated anyway. And then logistics will also be, needed. Like right now, even the staff ask me that they need logistics. They don't have crayons right now. You understand? So after school, the kids come to have them tutor on the board to show experiment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
No crayons. So right now we are short of crayons. We need crayons, we need kings, we need dog stuff. So these are things that we need right now. And these are things that are expecting to be provided every month, like crayons.
Right.
You understand?
I think so. This is for the chalkboard.
Yeah, for the chalkboard.
Oh yeah, yeah. We call
For the
that
chalkboard.
chalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But we call the
Chalk for the
crayons back
chalkboard.
here.
Oh really? You call them crayons?
Sure.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, we call the crayons. Sure.
Okay.
So we need crayons every month.
Okay.
Right now we are short of crayons. Since school opens the 1st of November, right?
Right.
And then up to now, we don't have crayons. Today is the 20th.
Interesting.
So we are currently asking that people should please help us back there by donating to our GoFundMe. The link is in the description. And again, we are asking them to join you back there to see how to be a sponsor. Please like our podcast, leave your comment below, and then we're going to respond to it in the subsequent time.
Yeah.
In our much, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right.
So,
yep.
okay.
So the GoFundMe link in the description. It's ongoing. So the big thing that we're trying to get now is we want to raise some funds to help pay the staff a little bit. Right now, the staff is completely volunteer, but we want to give the staff at least a little bit of money each month.
Sure.
And then now, like you said, some supplies. So crayons.
Yeah, we
in
need
librarian
crayons.
call them crayons. In US, we call it chalk for the chalkboard. Just basic stuff. So,
and,
help us out.
And another thing that I want to say, right? The kids, this coming Monday and Friday, we won't cook for them because we shortage rice and charcoal. You understand? So we'll cook for them once the other funds come, and then we'll see how best to buy their bags of food. We want to buy full bags this coming around.
You need
the first
charcoal to cook.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah. We need charcoal to cook. So the lady told us that she won't be able to cook for them because the charcoal she has is not sufficient. So by Monday, she won't be able to cook this coming week, Monday and Friday. Okay. So it's shortage. So once the funds is sent for the food so that we can buy and replace, what we'll do, we'll try to tap it up because we still got a few ingredients that remain. So we'll not buy more ingredients. What we'll do, we'll buy enough rice and enough charcoal with tin of oil so that we can get sufficient food for this coming December month.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
And also the Christmas program, we are currently asking that you see needs that we can have it and make it to be a successful one.
Great. All right, got lots of stuff happening. All right, kids. Thanks for singing for us.
Say thanks for singing. Say thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, no problem. All right, take care.
Yeah, you too.
God bless. God bless.
Pranakasha Productions. Fantastic creations emerging spontaneously from the space of life.
for the benefit of all beings everywhere.
We gotta change.